News. I am your presenter, Naressa Bostwick. On the local scene, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, Carlos James, on behalf of his ministry and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority, has extended heartfelt congratulations to Sandals St. Vincent and the Grenadines for being named the best all-inclusive Caribbean resort in USA Today's 2025 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Minister James said this prestigious accolade is a testament to the exceptional quality and service Sandals brings to our tourism sector. We commend the entire Sandals team for their hard work and dedication in achieving this honor. This recognition not only elevates the resort status, but also enhances the global reputation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a premier travel destination, Minister James said. He added that as Minister of Tourism, he remains committed to supporting and promoting excellence in the industry, ensuring that visitors experience the unparalleled beauty and hospitality our islands have to offer. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is finding fresh ways to tackle the unsatisfactory performance of students in mathematics in both primary and secondary schools. Minister of Finance, Honorable Camilo Gonzalez, in his 2025 budget presentation on Monday, January 13th, announced a fresh initiative called the Mathematics Improvement Program, which will facilitate after-school classes in mathematics for students in grades 5 and 6 of primary school and forms 5 and 4 of secondary school. The finance minister said that in 2025, the program will pay math teachers to conduct weekly mandatory classes for all students in the targeted grades and forms. Minister Gonzalez said that when fully implemented, the Mathematics Improvement Program will provide students with more than 30 additional hours of instruction in mathematics each academic year.
For decades now, we have institutionalized a practice where parents with the means and the motivation pay privately to get extra math lessons for their children. Over time, an entire lessons industry has evolved with undeniable benefits for the students who can afford to take advantage of these after-school offerings. We applaud those parents for their initiative, but as a government that leaves no child behind, we must consider the students who are unable to benefit from private lessons. While ongoing reforms to the curriculum and pedagogy must be accelerated, they take time, and their benefits to future students will not be felt by the students about to move on from primary school or secondary school today. This is where the Mathematics Improvement Program comes in. To put it simply, we are moving from extra math lessons for some to extra math lessons for all.
That was Minister of Finance, Honorable Camilo Gonzalez. An important fresh initiative aimed at providing accessible and flexible transportation to Vincentians who have a health condition or disability that renders them unable to ride, board, or disembark from public transportation without assistance from another individual is to be launched this year. The MOVE Mobile Vincentian Empowerment Service will offer convenient door-to-door transportation through a shared ride service using vans equipped with modern wheelchair lifts. Eligible users will be able to call a MOVE dispatcher to schedule pickup and drop-off in advance. In announcing the new initiative during his 2025 budget presentation yesterday, Finance Minister Honorable Camilo Gonzalez explained that at the outset, MOVE vans will be based on the Windward and Leeward Coast, in Kingstown and in Beckway. He said these vehicles have been secured through cooperation with the government and the people of Japan.
These vehicles have been secured through our cooperation with the government and people of Japan. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, to which St. Vincent and the Grenadines acceded in 2010, urges countries to take appropriate measures to, quote, enable persons with disabilities to live independently and participate fully in all aspects of life and have access on an equal basis with others to the physical environment and to transportation, unquote. Among other measures, in our frequent consultations with the National Society of Persons with Disabilities Adequate transportation has been repeatedly identified as a major impediment to independence and participation of too many Vincentians. We are confident that MOVE is an empowering step in the right direction for our citizens with disabilities.
That was Finance Minister Honorable Camila Gonzalez. An official funeral will be held for the late Ormiston Arnold Kenboye, former parliamentarian, in recognition of his dedicated service and contributions to St. Vincent and Grenadines. The official funeral will take place on Wednesday, 22nd January 2025, at the Cathedral of the Assumption in Kingstown, with tributes from 1 p.m. and Mass at 2:30 p.m. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Consumer Affairs extends deepest condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones of the late Ormiston Arnold Kenboye. In original news, Trinidad and Tobago's Parliament on Monday night unanimously gave the green light to extend the state of emergency, SOE, by a further 3 months as the government and opposition traded words as to who is responsible for the significant number of murders in the country. Legislators had earlier during the day taken note at the decision of the President, Christine Kangaloo, to declare the SOE on December 30th last year, even as opposition leader Kamla Prasad-Basesa questioned the timing of the measure to curb criminal activity and called for fresh general elections. But as he piloted the motion seeking a 3-month extension of the SOE, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said that the 15-day period since the measure had been put in place was not sufficient to have had a genuine impact on the crime situation. We have given them additional support from the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. We are covering more ground. We are spending more time interrogating suspects. We are spending more time and need to spend more time converting information to evidence. And we are, in fact, spending time, hopefully, detaining the deadly to reduce their ability to rain death and destruction on the innocent and the law-abiding, Rowley said, adding, Madam Speaker, we need more time. Guyana's Maritime Administration Department, MARAD, says a chemical tanker, 4+, which was recently detained by Venezuelan authorities for unauthorized entry into that state's waters, was falsely flying the Guyana flag. It said the vessel, bearing International Maritime Organization IMO number 9203930, is not registered in Guyana. Therefore, it is not authorized to fly the Guyana flag or claim Guyanese nationality. MARAD said it wanted to remind stakeholders and the public that it operates a closed ships registry and does not offer a flag of convenience. It said recent media reports highlighted the sanctioning of 5 oil tankers linked to a Syrian conglomerate with ties to Iran and Venezuela by the United States Treasury Department, adding these vessels also bore false registration documents. It added that the issues of fraudulently registered vessels and the operation of a global shadow fleet remain on the radar of the global maritime community. The IMO, at the 112th session of its legal committee, scheduled for March this year, is expected to develop further measures to prevent these unlawful practices. And finally, the news at this hour. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, has launched a new mission to increase the surveillance of ships in the Baltic Sea after critical undersea cables were damaged or severed last year. NATO Chief Mark Rutte said the mission, dubbed Baltic Sentry, would involve more patrol aircraft, warships, and drones. According to BBC News, his announcement was made at a summit in Helsinki attended by all NATO countries perched on the Baltic Sea: Finland, Estonia, Denmark, Germany, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Sweden. While Russia was not directly singled out as a culprit in the cable damage, Rutte said NATO would step up its monitoring of Moscow's shadow fleet, ships without clear ownership that are used to carry embargoed oil products. Tensions between NATO countries and Russia have been mounting relentlessly since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Naressa Bostwick. Our next newscast will be coming to you at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us then.